And you might want to like turn your hat a little sideways. There you go, so you can see your face.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if it looks a little different tonight, it's because, well,
yeah, it is. I feel like I should have like you ever seen those drinks where they got the little smoker thing on top? They got like a little
no, I don't
glass
know.
of whiskey and they got the smoker on top. Yeah, well. Anyway, they got this little thing. Yeah. Wish I had a glass of whiskey right now at this table. This is a nice table.
They can't even see the table.
They can't see the table, but I know it's there.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right. Well, here we are. I guess this is the week of, what's the last week of February, first week of March. Is that right?
Yeah, something like that. March starts at the end of the week.
Yeah. So let's talk about, well, I guess the last time we went snowmobiling, well, let's talk about the Carnage video. That was the weekend before. So we went to Yakima, Tampico. What's the name of that? Antietam?
Antonym or something like that. Antonym Snow Park.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Yeah. Anyway, it looked like a fun area, and it was kind of a whiteout condition. Not completely whiteout, but it was not that great of visibility. Kind of a flat light issue.
Yeah.
We had probably 5 inches of fresh on top of ice. So we made the best of it and had fun. The cool thing over there is that they have the warming huts are all permanent.
Mm-hmm.
And they were all like really warm.
yeah, they were really warm. We
nice.
stuffed some wood in that fire
Yeah.
that was already going, and man, it got hot in there.
But I guess I'll tell the story of what happened over there. I'm sure you guys have probably seen the video. If you haven't, you should go watch it. Yeah, I found this line that I wanted to run, and it was like up a steep deal between kind of a little bit of an opening in the trees. And I told Norman, yeah, you go ahead, I'll follow. And he's like, well, good luck. And yeah, I needed more luck, I guess.
Yeah, I shot up the line, and I was having a grand old time. I just avoided any trees sticking out of the snow altogether, and Ryan saw a little tree and thought that it'd be safe to hit, but it wasn't, unfortunately, because there was
turns out
stuff behind it.
Well, it turns out that tree, so there's a little floppy tree, and in the video people say, oh, geez, that little floppy thing, that couldn't hurt anything. But, so I'm going up there, and I see him, like, getting away from me, and I'm like, geez, I kind of want to catch him in my view of my GoPro. And so I'm just, like, wide open up this hill, and I see the little floppy tree, and I'm thinking, yeah, that's nothing. And, well, what it was that was a branch off of a topped tree. Yeah. One that somebody had obviously gotten stuck on before and taken their saw out and whittled away on that thing and made it, it was sticking out of the ground about 4 inches, and it was about 4 inches in diameter. Yeah. And I thought for sure when I hit that thing, I thought for sure my track was going to be in 2 pieces.
Yeah.
But it wasn't.
After watching a GoPro clip, I thought the same thing. I like, dude, that sounded so bad. And so the funny thing is you can hear what did break at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, the end of the video, you can hear kind of a
clink.
Little bit of clinking. And yeah, that's the spring from the center shock.
Yeah. And the shaft of the center shock.
Yeah. Center shock. The center shock shaft should not be 2 pieces.
Yeah. So yeah, no, it was interesting, and I always go over the handlebars at least once a year.
Yeah.
But this time was different. It was like I was actually, as I'm flying through the air, had some time to think about it, and I was, because you think about, it was steep, right? And then so you're not going to go as far typically when it's that steep because you're going uphill. Mm-hmm. And I still went way further than I normally go. I went probably, 20, 30 feet in the air.
Yeah.
And then my sled ran over me, and you always kind of go in front of your sled, and your sled hits you. And anyway, all is good. I mean, it made it out of, I mean, that was the only thing that, yeah.
That was the only thing that you broke. I smoked an A-arm on the way down.
Oh, you did?
Because of another tree that someone had cut off.
Oh, jeez.
And it was in my defense, mine was underneath the snow. That's that dealer snow, as they call it. So,
yeah, that old dealer snow.
Yeah, old dealer snow, it'll get you.
Well, so anyway, I don't know if you guys have seen the video that I did or that we did on the Tempest goggles, but that was my first debut with the Tempest goggles. And I bought those things as kind of like a, you know, like basically call them BS on their claim that there's no buttons to push. They always are on. It never fogs, and they're light and comfortable, and they last like 3 or 4 different trips while you're out there. You know, you don't have to charge a battery for like 3 or 4 trips. And I'm just like, for $250 and an extra lens, and they're magnetic, and I'm like, there's no way. So, and then a whole day I'm just talking about them. So then we did the video, and you know, he's kind of getting sold. So then you ordered some.
I did. I ordered some before we made the video because, you know, like I said in the video, is like a kid in a candy store, couldn't take them off all day. And
I just couldn't believe it. I was like, I could not believe that you can buy these things. I was like, these are available. They're not illegal. Like, you can actually buy them. I mean, I was just like, there is no way. I mean, we've been buying $500 goggles that like go dead and fog up and have a battery hanging on the side, and it's like, oh my god.
Did you know that they patented them too?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, so they're going to be the only ones with them for a long time.
Oh, geez.
Rest in peace, other brands of goggles, man. They ain't going to make it.
I mean, if anybody in their right mind bought any other brand than Tempest for snowmobiling, I would be like, that's crazy.
Yeah. Not after their release this year, yeah, there's no way. And so anyway, I got mine.
So then we
the night of the video that we made of the goggles, I got mine and I went home and checked them out, and I was like, dang, these are really nice. Like, and I've never had rose lenses, or I guess red mirror actually is what those are called. So
okay.
The red mirror lenses, and I'd never tried them. And just putting them on in my house, I was like, holy smokes! Like, you can actually see out of these goggles.
Well, and they go farther to the side.
They go farther to the side, and they don't have that feel that there's something in your face.
Right.
Like, the lens just changes the color of what you see. It doesn't change, like, you know how it's kind of like putting on someone else's glasses. Like, if people wear glasses and, you know, their buddies all like, what does it look like, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Normally goggles are like that for me, but these I could see through, and it didn't bother my eyes one bit.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. So the only button on those goggles is the button to check the battery.
Yes.
So I clicked that button. I got 3 bars, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to charge them. I'm going to take the risk, and I'm not going to charge them.
Really?
Yep. I said, I'm going to take the risk. I'm not going to charge these. So I just put them back in the case and put them in my truck, and then we waited for the weekend. So.
Well, and I charged mine. And I mean, I looked after 10 minutes and it was already full, and that was after a full day.
Yeah.
And I was like, there's no way these can already be charged. And then after looking at the directions, they go from 0 to full charge in 40 minutes or whatever it is, 45 minutes. Yeah. So anyway, so then I guess we can go right into how we went snowmobiling up at Anderson on Saturday.
Sunday.
Yep. Sunday.
So
yeah.
We go up there Sunday, and you know, a couple new guys that I've never rode with, so that was cool. And
yeah,
nice guys.
Nice guys. They did I'd go riding with again any day.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yep.
They were great dudes. Marcus, and I don't remember his last name for the life of me. It's actually on my laptop. And then Sean McBride, great guys.
Mm-hmm.
And then we went with Tyler as well, also a good dude, willing to learn, willing to listen. You know, he's still learning some newer stuff, so that was cool. First time on a long track for him. And we're going up the trail, and you know, we both got the no, actually, hold on, let's backtrack here. So what happened when we got off of the truck to your sled?
What happened?
So your track, remember?
Oh,
Yeah. So
we need to talk about that.
So hold on, I'm following Ryan, and I just and
This is good.
So keep in mind. So here, I'm gonna go from my perspective first, because this is part I didn't tell you. This is hilarious. So I got the new goggles on, the new Tempest goggles, and I was like, oh crap, I think these are defective because I smelled electrical burning, and I was like, oh no. I was like, yeah, it wouldn't be my luck that I'd get a bad scent, right? And I was
that's
like,
funny.
And then it just kept getting worse, and I was like, God, that is bad. Something is not right. And then I noticed that as you got farther away, it kind of went away, and I was like, well, maybe it's not my goggles. Maybe they're just burning off. So
I did not know that.
Yeah. So Marcus and Sean parked up the road from us because we were being sissies, and we parked down the road.
Yeah.
So we get up there and Marcus and Sean are getting ready, and then I'm sitting there and I'm like, okay, the smell went away. And my goggles still aren't fogging, and I always fog. Like there's not.
And this is like
there's not a time I don't fog. So I'm sitting there, I'm already baffled. I'm already like, wow, these are awesome. I can see out of them, and they're not fogging, and I got my helmet on, and these are great. And keep in mind, it's dumping wet, heavy snow. Like
yeah, that's what I was gonna
it's
say.
the wet, heavy snow conditions. It was just absolutely dumping snow when we got off the train.
Well, it was like 35 degrees.
And it was like 35 degrees, so it's just shit. So anyway, they get ready, and we, start our sleds and go, and Ryan's like smoking his belt, and he's like, oh yeah, it just has some water on it. So he smokes it again, and I'm watching his track just get sucked up into the sled, and his whole skid is just like, getting sucked up into the sled. I'm like, dude, stop, something's wrong with your skid. And he's like, no, it's fine, it's just my belt.
Because it rained so much on the way up there, I just thought that the belt got wet and was like slipping on the clutch.
I'm glad you stopped because, your track was too tight.
Yeah. Well, what happened was I'd replaced the shock, the center skid shock, with the factory one because I had an aftermarket one on there, and evidently the way it was adjusted and everything was a little bit longer than the one that I had in there, and I didn't even think about changing or checking the track tension, and it was tight as a banjo.
Oh yeah, and so that was the smell I was smelling. Luckily, it was not my Tempest optics goggles because that would have.
My track is about probably 4 or 5 pounds lighter now because of all the rubber it burned off.
Yeah. And your high facts are probably pretty thin now too.
But,
man, yeah, because so we went to adjust his track, and it was literally the clips were glued to the high facts.
Yeah.
Like we had to lift up the skid and then stomp on the track.
Well, and then it was glued to the drivers.
And it was glued to the drivers.
Yeah.
And all of the clips had burn marks on them. I mean, it was like, wow.
Yeah.
It got really hot really quick.
Yeah.
So, pro tip, or maybe not so pro, I don't know. Maybe okay tip. How about that? Check your track tension if you mess with your skid. Because we learned something.
I mean, it never dawned on me that it would make that big of a difference, but
I would never guess.
It did. So
yeah.
So got that fixed, and then we went up the trail, and then there was a guy and 3 kids on 2 old sleds, and when we got to the warming hut, and then the one kid went into the ditch and was down there, and we helped get them out. It wasn't a big deal, but it would have been a big deal if we weren't there.
Yeah, and it sounds like he might have broke his wrist too, or definitely sprained it. He was limp wristed the whole time, and I told him, I was like, just go stand off to the side, we'll take care of this for you. And so we're digging him out, and I keep going back to those damn goggles because, man, it was so awesome being able to put up I took my helmet off, and it's still pouring snow, 35-ish degrees, 33, 35 degrees. And all I can think about is how shitty it's going to be when I put my helmet back on and my goggles fog. And then how pissed off I'm going to be. But, man, it was really nice putting it on and just no fog. I couldn't believe it. My head was soaking wet, and I'm sweating from digging out a sled out of ice.
So you liked the goggles?
I loved them. I mean, dude,
they're such a game changer. Dude. I mean, it's just a total game changer. It's better than. I mean, I would almost take those goggles and a 12-year-old sled over shitty goggles and a brand new sled.
Yeah.
That's how much I like them.
Yeah. I mean, I think of all the times when I was on my Arctic Cat stuck, digging myself out, and then I'm already pissed off because the sled's a pile of junk. And then I get back on after getting unstuck, and my goggles are just so fogged up you can't see anything.
And think about all the money that, I know how much money I've wasted on goggles.
Yeah.
I mean, in the past, I've probably got a whole box full of goggles, and, a couple of them are expensive.
Yeah, Fortunately for me, that's not the case. I only have one pair of area code heated goggles. We're just not going to name names there.
Yeah, we don't want to say what kind of goggles they were.
Yeah, we don't want to throw that much dirt on them because the rest of their gear is really good. But, they suck. They've pissed me off a lot. I mean, I lost my little strap that holds the battery pack on, and you watched me lose the battery pack.
Oh, we lost the I bought Sheila's brand new and the battery came off. I mean, it just flew off.
It just flies off. It's not a good spot for
these ones have just go watch the video, but these ones, the battery's like built in, you can't even see it.
Yeah, you can't even see the battery on these.
But anyway, enough about the goggles. I think they get the idea. Like it's like we love the goggles, we love the Tempest goggles.
Enough though? No. So anyway.
So
it was a good day though.
So then we went up there, and there was about a foot of fresh.
Yeah.
And it was a good time.
The farther you went, the deeper it got, because it kind of keeps going up in elevation.
And then we went. So nothing else happened that day, right?
I mean, I did some pretty sick wheelies.
Yeah.
It was a good
day. So but then since then, you've got a tool thing to go to.
Yeah, I got a tool show to go to. So
and we've had just this epic storm come into town, and so I think everywhere's got like 3 feet of fresh right now, and it's supposed to snow another 3 feet by Thursday. And you're heading out what day?
I'm heading out Thursday.
Oh, okay, Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday. I'm gonna sell my sled. This is ridiculous.
I mean, we've had no snow all year, and the one weekend that we get just epic amounts of snow,
I gotta be gone.
You're gonna be in Colorado.
Yeah, I'm gonna be in Colorado without a snowmobile.
He's gonna fly
or truck to haul said snowmobile with. So. That's a little bit frustrating.
Well, and you don't even have the time to rent one or anything either.
Not really. Yeah. No, I mean, the tool show's a 2 day and 1 night ordeal essentially, and there's just no way to shore that up. I mean, especially when you run your own business and you're trying to work your ass off, because I'm still pretty young in business. I mean, I'm only 3.5 years in, so I gotta work my way up the ladder still, but I just can't afford to take that much time off right now, realistically.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Well, I'm gonna probably ride Saturday, and maybe Sunday too. Sunday is supposed to be nice, so I was thinking, I don't know. Honestly, where I would like to go Saturday is, and depending on the weather, but I would like to go do Highway 20.
Yeah, it's going to be low enough.
And then Sunday I'd like to do Baker.
Yeah.
Because it's supposed to be nice.
Yeah.
So, but we'll see. I don't know. I haven't made any huge plans yet. And plus it depends on who's available to ride.
If you actually get the snow. I mean, the reality is we don't know if you're actually going to get that snow. And I'm
pretty sure.
My fingers here.
I'm pretty sure.
No, you guys are gonna get the snow. It's just they're saying anywhere between 3 to 7 feet of snow, and
well, I can go by inches. So every inch of rain is 6 inches of snow.
Well, they could be wrong about the rain too.
I'll tell you what. When what's that one that measures the rain? And I can't remember what it's called. Weather Underground. When it says 2.6 inches of rain on Thursday, that means it's probably going to rain 2.6 inches, which means that's going to be like a lot.
Yeah.
Or no, an inch of rain's a foot. That's right.
Inch of rain's a foot.
Yeah. So So that's going to be basically 2.5 feet
2.5 feet of snow on just Thursday.
on just
That's
Thursday.
not including
The 3 feet we've already gotten.
The 3 feet we've already gotten. Tomorrow's storm.
Yeah.
And then isn't there a storm coming in Friday also?
It's supposed to
Not
kind
as
of linger
powerful.
off. It's supposed to like just kind of
Gotcha.
fade out Friday and
Yeah.
like maybe get a little bit, but maybe a few inches. But
Yeah.
I mean, we've been like all year getting excited about like 3, 4, 5 inches.
know.
Like
Yeah. And now there's this epic dump and I gotta be gone. But
Yeah.
I'm coming back Sunday morning first thing. I land at SeaTac at 8:30. So if you want any autographs, you can meet me at the gate, but I'm gonna be pretty rushed. But my brother's bringing me back up here, and I figured we should be home at. I'll probably get out of the airport around 9:30 because of baggage and whatnot. So I'll probably be home around 11:30 noon. And I do plan on having everything loaded in my truck, so that way I can just get in my truck and go ride, because I'm going riding Sunday, come hell or high water. Someone's going, we'll figure it out.
Nice.
Like I'm not missing an inch of this pal. There's no way.
nice.
So, that actually worked out because we kind of had no idea about this storm until after I booked my flight. But either way, I just wanted to get home as fast as possible. I don't like being gone like that for very long unless I have my truck. So
Yeah. All right. Well, anything else? Guess that's it, huh?
yeah, I guess that's it. Get some Tempest goggles. I mean,
Yeah.
honest to God, like go get some, because that's a small little company and they're growing and they would greatly appreciate the business.
Well, we don't know if they greatly appreciate it or not, but all I
Well,
can
I
say,
mean, I'm
we
sure they-
highly recommend them.
I highly recommend it. I'm sure they would love it too. I mean,
Yeah.
quick shipping too, by the way.
2 days.
At least if you're in Washington, it's quick shipping. I mean, 2 days to
Yeah.
my front doorstep. That was awesome.
Yeah.
So, I can't think of anything else. I just want to go ride. So,
All right. Well,
we'll see you on the next one.
see ya.